But what fascinated me, Beth, is two things in the book and why I was really excited to have David join us. David, I was introduced to David's work probably about, I want to say about a year ago, when I picked up a copy of The Republic of Spin. The title just grabbed me. I was looking for a book in the relationship between presidents, senators, media. I just didn't really know much about it. And this book, I've actually, as I told David in the intro, I read it twice. But what fascinated me, Beth, is two things in the book and why I was really excited to have David join us. Number one, the influence of advertising, particularly Madison Avenue advertising agencies that now are part of these huge conglomerates, but let's call them the J. Walter Thompsons of the world, the Young and Rubicam, the kind of madmen, right, era of agencies that I was just on Madison Avenue yesterday. And then the one thing that I think is interesting, and I wanted to start off with this, David, is I think a lot of us who are kind of these armchair historians and people who've learned, we're kind of introduced to media through the lens of this famous debate between John F. Kennedy and Richard Milhouse Nixon in 1960, if I'm not mistaken, right, maybe towards the end of the year. But that's not actually how this works. And you go into great detail about how the media was focused, the newspaper men were focused on senators before the presidents. And then then we have this kind of Teddy Roosevelt era where we have telegraph and radio, but then TV explodes on the scene. And of all people, a famous general, a two-term president, right, who could have been a Democrat or a Republican, recruited on both sides of the ball to be their candidate. In comes Eisenhower. And it's Eisenhower and his staff that bring us the first presidential briefing.